Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Top of the morning. I'm here today at Law Street and St. Joe's Alley. I'm here with Mr. Stanford Poole. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Today is August 13th, and we're in the alley. We have a lot of problems. We notified the city about this alley, and they said they don't want to maintain it. But the idea they want you to maintain other stuff, and it can't be one way. I know Trump got a way to do stuff, and I guess they indoctrinating that. But I'm going to be showing you a little bit of why we're here.
Okay.
This alley
Uh-huh.
is a public way,
Uh-huh.
and it was not maintained by the city. You should be able to get a vehicle up here if you need to go through here.
Uh-huh.
Now, the roadway haven't been taken care of.
Uh-huh.
I have called the city department
Uh-huh.
and asked them would they maintain the alley, and they said they don't think they should spend the money
Uh-huh.
on this alley
Uh-huh.
and these steps. And we just got $65 million
Uh-huh.
for infrastructure,
Uh-huh.
but apparently it's not for the poor neighborhood, which the railroad that we they built
Uh-huh.
and they sold it is not for the poor areas
Uh-huh.
and that. And this steps is unsafe.
Uh-huh.
They got degree on it, and somebody go head first, they are hurt.
Uh-huh.
This wall is the city, the pavement is the city,
Uh-huh.
and they're not maintaining that.
This wall.
This wall is
It look
the
like
city.
it look like it can fall down. Be careful.
Yeah.
I don't want that brick to fall on your head.
Yeah.
See how it look?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But the city
Be careful now.
inspector came up through here and
Uh-huh.
did not see none of this.
Uh-huh.
I hope he wasn't blind.
Okay.
And here is the retaining wall. You see,
It's a retaining fall, not a wall.
right.
Oh.
And they looked at that.
Uh-huh.
That inspector come on the 17th.
Uh-huh.
She seen this and she reported it.
Uh-huh.
And the city said they're not going to do nothing about it.
Uh-huh.
So
So the
that's
whole-
troublesome
Uh-huh.
when they say something,
Uh-huh.
say something, but it don't apply to them.
Okay.
You see the debris all in here,
Uh-huh.
the unsafe trees
Uh-huh.
that's leaning. A
Uh-huh.
lot of the trees leaning towards the house.
Uh-huh.
You see the pavement is shift towards the home right here and dumping.
Uh-huh.
If anybody else got property and dumping, they get charged.
Okay.
So the inspector, I told her to write them up
Uh-huh.
because accountability is everything
Uh-huh.
in that. So we're getting here.
Wow.
The health department
Uh-huh.
was called 2 days in a row about the mosquitoes.
You don't gotta walk all through that, those things. We don't gotta walk through that. I got on some shorts. I don't want mosquitoes to tear my leg up.
But,
I'm your film guy.
but
I
as
can
far
zoom
as you
in.
can see,
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in.
this is the city
Uh-huh.
property.
Wow. Y'all see way down there? It looked clean as you go down a little farther.
Yeah, they keeping it clean for those
Wow.
special people.
Okay.
In other words, they saying that I'll walk to see you stay here. I can show you how high.
But we can't hear you too. No, I'm walking too far. We can't hear you.
You can, as far as you can see,
Uh-huh.
you can see growth,
Uh-huh.
and you can't even see the other end of the alley.
Uh-huh.
This large tree here
Uh-huh.
is the city.
Which one?
These two, this real big
It's
one,
in the middle.
and this one here.
Uh-huh.
This tree is impending on property, which is my property,
Okay.
hitting my gutters in that.
Uh-huh.
The alley is somewhat 13 foot long.
Uh-huh.
The tree on the opposite side and leaning back towards here, and part of the tree is leaning towards Law Street. If a high wind come up, they're gonna tear that house up. The big tree, like 8 years ago, a limb came off and tore up a garage, and it's dangerous. So I told the city they need to take these trees out of here because they impending on property on this side. They already did damage to one, and the people had to tear the house down. But here is the retaining wall down here. It's completely gone.
Okay.
You see it's shifting, and they got dumping down here, and the city refused to do their job for the right thing. Now they got.
You said dumping.
Huh?
Dumping. Who been dumping?
They got dumping. That's a dump, and they got dumping down here.
Okay.
Now the city, if you own property and somebody dump it on there, they leave you responsible for that dumping. They refuse to take responsibility.
Gotcha.
So, a lot of black people had fought for to go to school, voting, able to get a house. And what the city here now is taking property from people, and they are making up stuff, and they won't even take care of their own stuff when they got the money.
Wow.
They're taking the money in downtown and FC and the Port Authority and those things. So this got to stop. They said they called the building department, and they said we got nothing to do with it, and that, and the health department came yesterday for the mosquitoes and that, and they said they closed the case, even though they playing this season. So I'll probably get the pictures and all that. And then the city got a history of retaliation and trying to take property and that. Like in October at City Hall, the law department and Art Dahlberg came into City Hall, and they said, Scotty Johnson said, the mosquitoes,
they tearing me up.
Yeah, because it's carrying diseases, but they claim they don't care about that long in the poor neighborhood. But if it was High Park, automatically some done. Scotty Johnson asked them to bring them in, and Art Dahlberg and the city law department came in and said, we go to the poor neighborhood, which is Miles, where we're at now, Avondale and that. We write them up, and then we tell them to give us the title to the property. And if they give us the title to the property, we leave them alone. Well, that's extortion, racketeering, and RICO criminal. And we've been on a lawsuit, federal lawsuit. The city still supposed to stay away from us, and they still figure they're above the law to intimidate and try to get an up hand on the people. But Scotty Johnson, when they said that, said somebody need to go to jail. And they haven't did anything yet.
Right.
We did meet with the mayor and told him how to clear this up. And he would have met with us within 2 weeks, and nothing. So, and you can see the rooted up
foundation.
Yeah. And that, and it's a city alley.
Gotcha.
Once before, I talked to Charlie Winburn, and I showed him the pictures. He said this can't be the city property. And then when I proved it to him, and that, and he called Cunningham, which was the supervisor, and he said his inspector kind of lied to him. But nothing done.
Wow.
But,
you wasn't lying about these mosquitoes, boy.
Yeah, and they carry disease, so.
Yeah, let me get on out of this alley then, brother.
The health department was called twice, and they supposed to did something yesterday, but they say they closed the case, and that. So I think the people here, like property owners, is a target of the city of Cincinnati taking the property and not maintaining theirs. This is steps are dangerous.
Right.
If somebody came down here, wet in that and head first, trauma may not survive. But they, in our area, we don't really care. This will have part. It'll be done half a day. So thank you for listening.
What? I'm gonna ask you some questions as we get down here out of this,
mosquito.
Mosquitoes, boy. They in here biting the heck out of my legs.
Yeah.
These mosquitoes ain't no joke back here.
Yeah.
Boy, you wasn't lying.
City mosquitoes.
Wow.
They said they don't want to do nothing, even though they got $65 million from the railroad that black people built. I mean, that's a shame.
Woo.
That's why I got long sleeves.
Yeah, I should have came prepared, brother. I thought we were just gonna go. We in the woods.
Yeah, if it was clean, it wouldn't be much.
Wow. We're gonna come on out of here. We're gonna come on out of here. As y'all can see, we're coming out of the alley up here at Loft Street. We're gonna come out of the alley and talk to Mr. Poole right here. Cause boy, this ain't no joke. So what would you like to see done?
Well, first of all,
Come on up.
first of all, the practice of stealing property from black property owners should be taken away from them. Housing court, vacant building stuff is all a part to get money.
Receivership.
To get money to the building department to give to the city. So the building department give the city a lot of money so they can put in their coffin. And if it's black people,
What you mean the building department?
the building department got the vacant building stuff and the housing court, all of that is geared up to get money from black property owners.
Many other words, they're taking property.
Taking the property and then raping them financially where they don't have no other choice, and then intimidating them with violations and that.
Gotcha.
And then they get the property free to give it to the Port Authority, DC3C.
Well, there's different nonprofit corporations.
Right. And that's wrong. And so we need the federal government in here, just like with PG, Pastor Bernard, what they were doing. That was one of the schemes. The housing for black people is the second scheme.
Gotcha.
So we need the FBI in here to stop that. But the city got to clean up their property.
Gotcha.
You can't be writing somebody else up.
And you ain't.
Yours. And then I guess all this they have to do.
Wow. So okay then, Mr. Stanford Poole. How long you been owning property over here?
Say 18 years.
18 years.
18 years.
Man.
The thing is, targeting and discriminating against black property owners is a bad thing. Keep going to, you want something done, you want inclusion, but not really inclusion. You want to get us out of the neighborhood. They find people. A guy named inspector had 17 years. They fired him. You fired the fire chief.
They got a whole bunch of new inspectors in that they done trained.
Well, this park told me he had a bunch of new people, but it don't make no sense if you got the criminals at the top that train them. You bring new people in and train them the same criminal tactic. That don't make no difference if they black or white or what. Don't make sense.
Right.
You change the people that been making these criminal, these illegal tactics out of there. And then you treat it to some young people to go out there and do the same thing. You got Art Darberg, Cunningham, and the other ones there doing. They're the one that taught them.
Who is Art Darberg? Ain't he the director?
The head of the building.
The director?
The director.
Okay.
And then Cunningham was the head.
Can't hear.
They got the same people pushing this, taking property from people of color. and handed it to them free. So you give somebody their title and don't pay for nothing, that's a theft.
Okay.
And so city council, we got a tape. City council seen a crime in city council chambers and did nothing.
Right.
A lady got spit on. A lady of color got spit on city property and nothing done.
Right. So what you're saying about all the development going on in the community needs to stop. No, not the development needs to stop, but all this taking land and property.
Right. You go to help them.
Help
They
them.
just
Right.
paid $400,000 to a complex that they had receivership that the city gave. I guess after they received it to it, they got the money and took off. That $400,000 could have helped the people that stayed here when you had the white flight away from the stuff. Help them people that stayed here and kept the city afloat.
Right. Okay.
But you got big Williamsburg, same thing.
Okay.
Williamsburg is still jacked up in the city limits.
Right.
But they helping the ones that got $1 million a month in rent, telling the people that stayed here when you had the white flight, kept the city afloat, and they stepping on their neck with a muddy boot to bring them back.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Stanford Poole, this is just the first beginning of the interview. We're going to be doing these more frequently to get people aware. I got to get my mic going. I have a cordless mic, and you could have walked down there and I could have heard you. Okay. I got to purchase one of those. I got one, but it's a bootleg microphone.
Oh, okay.
It's a brand new, but it ain't working with the iPhone. I don't know why.
Okay.
But I'm hearing some people that say we can't hear you, but they heard you because I got closer.
Okay.
So next time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a part 2, another location. And another location, so he can refresh you up on what's going on about land and property that black and brown folks need help fixing their land up instead of getting fines and stuff like that. So,
and the city need to get this, change their mind and what they're doing. The People Platform have tried several times to talk to the city council and the mayor about changing this. Because it's illegal. They tried to get the judges down there, the 16 of them, to take over this housing stuff and vacant building stuff.
Make it a housing court instead of it's a housing docket. Docket means the numbers of cases. That's what docket means.
Okay.
But if you go to court, you in court.
Right.
So it's the same thing. Docket is the court. Docket means numbers of cases they got. Because you always say that on the radio, and Lincoln always say what he say. It ain't no housing court. Your ass in court is court.
Right.
So docket means the numbers. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that to how can I say interpret wrong. It's the same thing. You in court with a docket, a case number. That's all. So
and a house is a civil situation.
There you go.
Unless you got drugs and prostitution.
Right.
The city of Cincinnati and Hamilton County, they made, because you're black, they want to take your property and use a nuisance to take your property.
Right.
Selling. When they took property in Black Wall Street and those places, they used a white woman. They can't use a white woman in taking your property here in Cincinnati. They can take
many other words. When he said about it was a Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. The riot started over a Caucasian woman getting on the elevator, and next thing you know, the one guy was on the elevator named Dick. I forgot his last name was Dick something, but he got on the elevator. And he leaned over as the elevator was going up. He was using the restroom. He was going to use the restroom. And he leaned over and bumped her. And the Caucasian lady was screaming rape. So that's how the Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's what he meant by using a Caucasian lady about taking property. But they came in taking the whole land by using their whole riot.
Them to
go in and burn and all that.
6 months or a year, the white man divvied up the property.
Right.
For their own. The city doing the same thing. They use
in a different way. He means it. So
they're using blight and nuisance. Even though you ain't had no fire runs, no police runs, no vagrant, they using that to take it. They can't use the white woman in this incident.
He just used it in the terminology, y'all. His property getting took back in the days. But he bringing it up to date now. That they doing it in a different way now, taking your land with nuisance. Putting citations on your property that you can't fix up. Once you can't fix up, they wind up taking it, giving it to a receivership guy or a person, He take the land, he fix it up, he make a profit. He make a profit off of it. They did a friend of mine named Skip. He had property on Vine Street, OTO Adopt.
Okay.
They did that. OTO Adopt nonprofit. They took Skip property. Once they took his property, they put a lien on the property because the daughter couldn't fix. I mean, they didn't give them money for that bill. So they put a lien on the property. And they wind up taking it, and they wind up selling it, making it a profit. You can look this up too, ladies and gentlemen. 1648 Vine Street. That's the address of the building. You can go on HamiltonCountyAuditors.org, and you can click in 1648 Vine Street. You can look at the history of the sale of the property, and they wind up selling the property for $247,000. They got the property free and made a profit. So that's what he meant to say and telling y'all, so y'all understand what he's saying. So
the thing is, they don't care if your grandmother or you found a house, put the down payment on it, paid the taxes and the note every month, unstop the toilet, put light bulbs in, and take care of it. They want it free. It's easier to take somebody's free property and pay nothing and let that person walk off in the blue where you can't pass on generational wealth.
Right.
So they stealing from the small branches of black people to entertain rich guys in the city of Cincinnati, and the mayor and the city council to step up and talk and find.
We've been screaming to them for years, Brother Stan. So they left on deaf ears, brother.
Well,
we just need this whole administration. How can I say? This whole administration, it should be wiped out because hold on. This whole administration, the old administration, doing the same thing that the other old administration was doing, and they going along all this stuff, y'all. So
they came in and said we're going to stop the corruption. They haven't stopped nothing. And if you ask them to show you what they done did different than the previous, it's nothing.
Right.
So
y'all heard it. Y'all heard it first, y'all. We're gonna do a part 2 real soon coming up. Mr. Stanford Poole, appreciate your time for coming out, my brother.
Thank you. If you get a chance, Mulberry, go past the alley, other end, and you can look and clear that out for special people.
Got you. I got you. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, ladies and
gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
If you got any, if you find yourself in this situation, call the People Platform, and Stefan, myself, Queen. This stuff got to stop. We in America, I know they look up to Trump, but we got to stop this stuff.
Y'all heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.